my father got deported when I was like 7. He was deported when I was 7, and he came to United. I mean, he came back to Mexico, and that was it. That was the end of it. You know, I didn't hear from my dad for like 30 years, and I maybe seen him twice within 30 years. Like, you know, I went to California to visit my aunt, and my mom was like, "Hey, you know, your dad's in the neighborhood. He wants to see you. It's been 10 years since you've seen him," and it was kind of awkward because, you know, when I went to go visit my dad, I was young. I was like 14 the first time I seen him after like 7. So I went to go see him, and he the whole time he drank a lot. He was doing drugs. He told me, "Turn your head, don't look," and he turned his head, and and he took me to a birthday party. Told me it was my birthday, but it wasn't. Somebody else was cutting cake, and he bought me a bottle of tequila for my birthday and got me drunk. And so I said, time passed, and after I got deported, I came to Mexico, and I had been 30 years. And he still drinks. He still does the things that he does, and we don't have any type of relationship. Not knowing my father, not having not having any good memories of my father. Every memory that I've ever had of my father was either a bad one or not even being there. I remember when I was younger, you know, expecting maybe a letter or something to pop up when I was younger. You know, that you're a kid and hoping that he's going to come this time this year, and he doesn't show up. And in the long run, I feel with my relationship with my kids, I know I'm a good father, but I see the cycle. I got deported. I made mistakes. When I got out of prison, I only had one son. Well, with my wife, I had 2 children, and when my wife came, she became pregnant. She went to the United States. Had my daughter first. Her name's Yasmin. She stayed in the United States, I think, 9 months. So I went without seeing my child and my wife for about 13 months. I met my daughter through Facebook Messenger for about 9 months till I finally got to actually see her for the first time and hold her. As soon as she came back and I met my daughter, she got pregnant again. So she went back to the United States, left for another like 9, 10 months, had my son, and I waited the same thing, you know, a good while to actually meet him. People say, you know, you have a great wife. You know, not a lot of people would leave their parents, their mom, go to a country where they don't speak the language, and give everything up to be with you. You know, I gave her the option. I gave her the option when I came here, and I told her, look, I got deported for life. She was, it was just what, 5.5. I told her, you're 25 years old. I said, you're young. My son barely knows me. He's not going to hurt him too bad. I said, go ahead and move on. Find another man. I won't be mad at you. I promise. I said, I know I love you, and I know you love me, but this is not a good place for you. And she said, you know what? I married you, and we promised that we would be together for the bad and the good. She's like, wherever you go, I don't care if we live under a rock, in a cave. She's like, I'm going to be with you to the end, and I'm going to support you. Man, it was awesome for her to tell me that. So you sure? She's like, yeah. So she came. We sold everything, our TV, our furniture. She sold everything, our car. Came to Mexico, and we've been living here. But she comes 6 months at a time because we haven't had the money to make her a Mexican citizen so she can stay. But now she comes on a temporary 6 months, and after 6 months, she has to go back to the United States. I don't want to say she deserves better, but I can't ever thank her enough for everything she's done for me, for being there, supporting me, for giving me beautiful children. And she's such a good mom. And I know it's hard for her because like all her medical issues with her brain and her headaches and her back problems, and she's been there raising 3 kids half the time that I've been there half the time. She's been there full time. She's never been without our kids, and I'm there half the time. And like right now, I'm here, and I don't have to worry about the responsibility to feed them, to change them, take them to school, and buying their clothes. And she does everything without me. And like I'm here, and I make pesos, so I can't send her no money to help her provide because what I make in 1 week, people here we make 1,000 pesos a week is like the average a week, which over there is like $50 a week, and I can't send my wife half my paycheck to help support her because I can't live off $25 a week. It's one of the worst places. Like there's like maybe 1 or 2 people constantly get killed every day. Every day, you read the news, and like I try not to read the media so much because there's so many bad things going on. 5, 6 people get their heads chopped off. cut up people in body bags and put them, right there, and it affects me because it scares me. But at least I want to be aware of what's going on in my surroundings. But it's not a safe place to live. I keep to myself. I don't go out. I really don't associate with nobody. I keep to myself because I built a little bubble, a comfort zone in my own house, in my own place, and that's where I like to stay. It's not easy, It's not easy. My children is probably what hurts me more than anything. Like I said, I love my wife to death. But my children are what hurt me most because they're too young to understand why and what's going on, and our decisions not only affects me but them too. Only thing that I pray for is that my children grow up to be good human beings, loving, responsible people, educated, with good manners. I used to take my kids to baseball games, play baseball, teach my son how to read. I'm sorry. That's the hardest thing, is my kids to talk about. It's all I want. And like a lot of people tell me I'm a good dad. I don't feel it because I can't be there. I don't know. I just want them to be proud of me. That's it. I want to. Yeah. That's it, basically. I want them to be proud of their daddy. So at least I tried. To be the best person I can be. That's it. And just watch them grow up. Be able to, say goodbye to my mom when she's gone. That's it. Okay, let me get my baby. Here.
What's up, Juju?
Shabba. Oh, man, my baby boy. I know. Oh, come here. Here's your papa. Come here. Yeah. He's cold. Oh, he's so little. Oh, give me one minute. So little.
Got blue eyes.
There's my baby. Tan chiquito.
Is that your daddy? Chava, is that y'all? Is that your daddy?
Chava.
Oh, he's loving you. Oh.
He likes to look around.
I almost said Chava. Is that Chava? Chava, that's your daddy. Go, Chava.
Papa. I'm your dada. Now you get to see my face. I'm on the phone no more. Come on, let's go.